Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Sunday. So I'm sorry for the slightly boring setup here to do this candle review, but I am in the process of just cleaning today is actually Saturday, and I'm in the process of like cleaning the house, and so things are a little bit jumbled up, and this was the clearest surface that I could get a hold of. So we're in my kitchen on the kitchen counter, and I'm gonna be giving you guys my review of the last of the Homeworx Today Special Value Hobnail Collection candles that I purchased. This set is the Gourmand set, as you guys probably have guessed. So I reviewed the other two sets last week. Follow up on those. They are both sets are still burning very well, although I haven't really actively been burning the fruit duo a whole lot because I'm kind of thinking that I want to save the remainder of it for like June or July, just because I think they'll be a little bit more suited to the summer. But I have been burning the floral set quite frequently, and they're both doing really well. So let's talk about the Gourmand set. I am just about at the halfway point with these. So I am to this line right here, which the candles did start right up here. So I'm kind of just about halfway. I've been burning this for the last week, and each burn has been about 3 hours. And I only have the vanilla Currant Biscotti lit at this point because I want to show you guys what the wicks are looking like before I trim them. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the scent description for the one that's burning, which is the vanilla Currant Biscotti. So the notes on this are red currants, almond cream, brown sugar, and baked cookie. I was really excited about this one because I thought it would be absolutely incredible. And it's an amazing smell. I really, really love the scent so much. And the very first time that I smelled it, so after I got it out of the box, it immediately reminded me of cranberry pumpkin. I know many people have shared that opinion as well. I don't want to say that this is a dupe of Bath & Body Works Cranberry Pumpkin, but they share some similarities, and definitely that is what popped into my mind in terms of like the closest possible comparison that I could give to you guys. I know ordering candles online is difficult. I mean, it's hard for me because I don't know what they smell like before I order them. So I just kind of go based on scent descriptions and just knowing that I typically love the blends, especially the Gourmand blends that Harry puts out. So this is absolutely delicious. You definitely get the red currant note, which is ever so slightly tart, just kind of like how cranberries can come across a little bit tart. So there's definitely some similarities there. In terms of the almond cream, I do think that there is a slight almond note to this, which is not in the cranberry pumpkin. The cranberry pumpkin to me smells more like scone-like, whereas this is a little bit more cookie, so like that baked biscotti. And I do pick up the almond for sure, and it is certainly a sweeter candle. It's not cloying in any kind of way, but it is sweet, so I can see where that brown sugar comes into play. And it's definitely brown sugar. It's not like that white crystallized sugar, which is a note that Harry uses quite a bit. It's really, really nice, you guys. I'm just sniffing the lid behind the camera here. It smells very similar to me when it is burning as on cold sniff. So sometimes candles can change quite a bit, but for me, this one smells very similar, whether I have it lit or whether it is, blown out. I don't really get much difference in the change of like the fragrance or anything like that. It just smells like a really nice, warm, almond biscotti, like currant scent. I feel like it is very aptly named. There is just a really nice, like warm and cozy vibe to this candle. It's very, I feel like year-round friendly. I did purchase a couple backups of this when there was a free ship day. So I'm very much actually looking forward to burning this year round, but I do think it would actually be a really nice fall scent as well. So I love that I can use this right now, but also if I were to light it in the fall, it would be totally like appropriate there as well. So let's talk about the strength and the throw of this one. That is where there is a little bit of disappointment for me personally, because this is actually the lightest duo out of the 3 that I ordered. The strength and the throw of this one is just about a 6. Like, definitely not a 6.5. Definitely not a 7. It's just about a 6. It fills the area that I'm in. So right now I am in my kitchen downstairs. The kitchen has like a little breakfast nook, and then I have like a hallway that leads to the entryway, and then there's our family room behind me. And this fills just this immediate area very nicely, but it really doesn't travel beyond that a whole lot. Like, I know that I have something lit, but the strength just isn't there to like really tell necessarily what it is. Like, if I were to walk in the front door, I would be like, oh yeah, I think I left that candle burning. But I wouldn't necessarily immediately be like, oh yeah, it's the vanilla Currant Biscotti. So I'm a little bit disappointed in that, because I was really hoping for like an 8 or a 9 out of this one. I will say the wicks on this are not doing as well as on the Limoncello Cupcake. The wicks on that one are much better. I'll give you guys an overhead view. These are not drowning wicks, but I have not trimmed these. So after the first burn, there was a little bit of a mushroom top that formed, and I trimmed that off. But ever since then, I have not trimmed the wicks at all. They're not traveling, they're not leaning over, but they're also not as high as they could be, which is why I think that I'm not getting the throw or the strength that I would like from this one. And I'm gonna sit you guys down and hopefully not knock the camera over. So yeah, there is some disappointment for this one. Just in terms of, I wish that it was stronger. I wish it had a more significant throw, because I love the scent so much. Am I upset that I purchased backups? No, because it's very nice. You know, worst case scenario is I just have to light 2 downstairs. I've actually been burning the Limoncello Cupcake with the vanilla biscotti, and that's been a really nice combination. Like, they're really great together. But if I wanted more oomph from just this one, it'd be very easy for me to light up another backup in the entryway, and that would fill the space beautifully. So for me, I'm disappointed, but I'm not sad that I spent the money on this, because I can make it work, if that makes sense. Would I like to see this improved for the next go around when he hopefully, fingers crossed, releases this one again? 100%. I think there's room for improvement. So keep that in mind when you are making your decision whether you want to purchase these or not. By the way, right now these are retailing for $42.54. There's no free shipping happening right now. The candles are expected to stop shipping at the beginning of June. So whatever you want to get for the summertime, I would get that order in before June, because he's not going to be back on QVC until the middle of September, I believe, to actually begin shipping the candles out. So keep that in mind. You know, for me, I think if there is another free ship day before the end of May, I will certainly pick up a couple more things, but I'm pretty set with a lot of the things that I purchased earlier in the spring and summer. I think I have enough to get me through very easily. So yeah, there's the price for you. By the way, these are 18 ounces, and this glass is gorgeous. It's a really pretty red. This might actually be gorgeous for the fall too. So All right, limoncello cupcake. Let me just go ahead and show you guys the wicks on this real quick. You can see that there is mushroom tops on a couple of the wicks, but then these two here don't have any mushroom tops. So that's kind of interesting, but these wicks remain the longest on this one. So when I go to light this one, I'm just gonna trim that very tippy top off there, and that'll be it. The limoncello cupcake is doing extremely well. It's also not as strong as I would like it to be, but it's a beautiful scent. So let's talk about the scent real quick, and then I'll tell you guys what the throw and the strength is for me. So limoncello, Sicilian lemons, candied lemons, sparkling sugar, creamy vanilla, and French butter. So there is a definite butteriness to this. It basically smells like a lemon cupcake with a buttercream frosting that has like a lemon curd mixed into it. So it's a very gourmand bakery lemon. It's not a cleaner lemon. I was worried about that because a lot of lemon scents for me smell more like the pine sol end of the spectrum. So it smells like a kitchen cleaner basically versus something that I would want to eat. I want my candles to smell like I could just dig in. So this one has a beautiful gourmand lemon, like lemon cupcake with lemon buttercream frosting finish to it. It's not overly sweet, but it does have sweetness to it. That vanilla is a creamy vanilla note. It's literally, if you've ever been to Trader Joe's and you've picked up their Trader Joe's lemon curd that they have, yeah, by the way, if you have not, you have to get it. It's so good. I just eat it by the spoonful, which is probably why my diet is failing right now. But if you open that jar and you stick your nose in there, that is the lemon, like the lemon note that I pick up in that like buttercream frosting. It's so light and refreshing and beautiful for this time of year. It just reminds me of sunshine, to be totally honest with you guys. This is a beautiful spring and summer candle. It is not something that I would burn in the fall or the winter at all, but man, is this a good scent. Like, Harry just does gourmand so incredibly well. But the flaw in this one is kind of the same as in the vanilla currant biscotti. The strength and throw is also right around a 6 as well. A little bit better, so maybe like a 6.5, but it's not significantly better than the vanilla currant biscotti. I do wish that both of these, like I said, were like at an 8 or a 9. They would be absolute perfection. I think the problem still lies in the wicks. Everyone has said that. I'm not sure where the disconnect is with the testing that Harry does when the candles are being formulated versus when production takes place. I really think it has something to do with this factory. I just don't think that they are making the candles to his specification. There's got to be a shortcut or something that they're taking to try to save either time or money, and it's just not really working. My hope is that after all of this feedback, that Harry just finds a different factory, because very clearly they are not producing the product to his standard, the way that he, basically for what he tells us to expect. Like, this is not what I expected from this one. Again, I don't hate it. In fact, I love the scents. The blends are perfection. It's the wicks and or the formulation of the wax combined with the fragrance oils. Maybe it needs more fragrance oils. I don't know what it is. I obviously don't make candles, but I can tell you that there is an absolute difference in the just overall general performance with these candles versus when they were made at a different factory, when they were the 3-wick candles for the most part. I certainly don't want to bash the factory because Harry has said that this is one of like the factories that has really perfected the, mass production, I guess, of candles. But there's got to be something that they're doing on their end that is causing this outcome. So fingers crossed again, hopefully, Harry either maybe, takes up the issue with them and maybe gives an ultimatum, or just moves to a factory that is hopefully, and I know a lot of you guys feel this way, based out of the US, and that makes the candles to his exact specifications. So the containers are perfect, the blends are perfect. What the problem is, I think, are the wicks and or something in the production process is going wrong. So that's, that would be my take on what's happening here. I don't know Harry personally. I have no idea what the behind the scenes is of all of this stuff, but I am still very much a fan of Homeworx candles. I will continue to spend my own money on the candles. I feel very confident in that. And I do think that he is making an effort to make changes. I think that's something that people maybe sometimes forget, is that there's a lot of brands out there, Bath and Body Works, Yankee Candle, that don't really seem to take customer feedback at all and just continuing to like do whatever they want and, never acknowledging that like, yes, okay, I've changed these wicks out. These are supposed to be better. Like, that is something that Harry's doing, and I give him credit for that because, it's hard when someone is, when a number of people are upset with, the quality of the product. That is certainly not his end game. It behooves him to have a stellar product that everybody wants to buy. And, in the end, he makes more money that way. And let's be honest, like, nobody does anything in life work-wise just out of the kindness of their heart, So I know he wants to fix this, and I think he's on the path to doing that. So my fingers are crossed. I'm excited for fall. I'm very curious to see what changes are made between now and then, because I'm sure those candles are going into production right now. With the numbers that need to be produced just for QVC and HSN alone, my assumption is that, that takes several months to get together. So anyway, let me know your guys' thoughts and your experiences with this gourmand set here. I'm going to enjoy these. I'm going to enjoy the backups that I bought. And yeah, thanks so much for taking the time to watch. I'll go ahead and link these down below if you want to read up more about them. And I will see you guys in my next video. Take care.